Here we go. Football day in America. Holden forgot to hit the fade button. What is up? We got a whole bunch of games tonight, Kegger. We got 2 football games. I just found my energy now that I'm so excited that we're doing the show. We got to recap yesterday's games, and we'll look forward to the shit show. That's going to be the Dolphins and the Titans tonight, and then we get the good game after that. The Lions hosting the Seahawks. If you just joined us, hit the like button. We'd appreciate it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Giving away a free week, and we'll let you know about that in just a couple of minutes. But Kegger, good weekend. Very good weekend.
Yeah. What's up, buddy? Great weekend. Last night, I ended up dropping like probably a unit and change on the live show, but I made just under 18 units this past weekend. And that's what sets us apart from every other shop out there. That's why they would blow people to have my unit count. It's just a fact of life. It is what it is. There's no need to mince words about it. It's just what it is. So yeah, we crushed it. Coop had a great weekend. Sean had a good weekend. Johnny and the boys on the live show did great. I mean, we can't complain. We're making money.
Yes, it has been a nice start to the 2024 NFL season. We got 2 games tonight, though, that we're going to have to break down here in just a minute. If you want to check us out for free, by all means, do so. And you can do so by going to nukethehouse.com. You sign up for any plan. We will not charge you. And the code is Nuke NFL, NUKENFL. Now, Kegger, tonight we got a pair of Monday night games. We will be live for both of those games, but just so you know, we're done giving all these great picks away for free. So we'll have the first half of the Seahawks-Lions game. So we'll go free for the start of the garbage game. We'll go to halftime of the good game, and then we'll switch on over to premium after that. I am excited about tonight's show too. I'll be by a little bit later, but I'm sure you'll get Adam or Maddie or something, and things will be just fine on your end. So let's get into these 2 games, and then we'll talk about some of the big storylines that happened this weekend. But the first game here, we've got the Dolphins minus 141 is the best number I see on the money line. If you want to get invested in that, Dolphins 2.5-point favorites just about everywhere. Yeah, everywhere. And the total sits at 37. So not a little bit of movement, I would say. This morning, it was 1.5. Now the Dolphins are 2.5. And the total has creeped up 0.5 point throughout the week. So that's basically stayed there. But we do have some money coming in on the Dolphins, my friend. Talk to me. What do we got for Tennessee, Miami, if you want anything?
Yeah, this is such an ugly game. I mean, on one end, you have a really young quarterback that has looked terrible so far this year, and the last thing you want to do is back him with your money. On the other side, you got a veteran backup that's basically coming in off the couch, been with the team for 2 weeks, and I think he's been with the team for 2 weeks. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure about
Huntley?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, he just signed with them, like
right
after Skyler got hurt. So he has not been with them long.
I mean, I have no interest in the side because I really don't know what's going to happen in this game. And I would slightly lean to the under because I don't respect either of the offenses with these 2 quarterbacks. But I do think that the props on the Miami side are just too low. They don't make sense to me at all. I know I'm going to close Discord right now. I'm just throwing the link in there for people. It's in there, but I didn't put it in the NFL room.
I did.
Oh, okay. But so here's where I'm at in this game. Like Jalen Waddle's numbers, 36.5. You're talking about Hill at 50. Guys like Jonnu Smith, 15.5. A chain, 25.5. Huntley is not Skylar Thompson. He's way better than Thompson. I mean, when you're looking at lines like 60 plus for Waddle at 3-1, 50 plus for a chain at 4-1, I mean, that piques my interest. Now, you made the point when we were getting ready to go on air that he's only getting about 5.5 yards in terms of like air yards per throw, right?
Yeah, yards per attempt. But listen, when you're talking about Achane and Hill, it kind of nullifies it because the big plays, right?
That's what I'm saying. These guys could break a 5-yard pass for 40 at any given clip. So to me, these numbers feel wrong in the alternative player props market. I had to stop myself from making about 48 bets. I'm going to try to hold off and attack it live. Maybe I'll make a play or two for our subs. I'm not sure yet, but I would stay away from the side and total in this game. Look towards the props.
Yeah, last night I was telling you about a couple things, and this morning I just decided on Miami. So for those of you that are in the Fade Holden group, you know what to do. So, and I think I wrote it up in the game plan. Will Levis INT. The guy's thrown 5 picks. He just in 3 games. He cannot hold on to the ball. It's going to cost him his job. But I don't want to lay minus 130. And honestly, you talk about value all the time. This line should probably be closer to 150, 160.
Okay.
Right?
But here's the problem. We're at the point now where he could get benched.
Yeah, but he's going to throw a pick before he gets benched, isn't he?
I guess.
Isn't that the reason why he gets benched? Because he can't hold on to the ball?
I guess, but like, what if the Dolphins are up 21-0 and he hasn't thrown a pick? Like, are you pulling him then?
I don't know. It's a hell of a good question.
Oh, shout out to my guy Jay Graham. Hope everything is okay. He's in the emergency room right now, listening to the show. You're a lunatic, but
what happened?
I have no idea. I hope everything is okay.
Yeah, tell us what's going on, dude. I want to know. Jason Graham. Don't worry about HIPAA laws on this show. You can just tell us.
Do you see my point, though?
I do, and I just disagree with it because I think
listen,
that if he gets pulled, he's playing like shit.
If you guaranteed me he was going to play the whole game, I'm with you. I would definitely pull the trigger on that live. I just worry, like, if Miami does shoot out and this team's getting killed and he hasn't thrown a pick, would they pull him? That's a question mark. I don't know.
Interesting. I'm not sure. Yeah, again, I still think he's just so sloppy with the football, but I don't want to pay minus 30. So I'm going to have to wait through the first quarter. And the problem is, he could easily throw an interception in the first quarter. He's just not good. Like neither one of these quarterbacks, you don't want to watch him play. It's ugly. At least Snoop can run a little bit. Like Levis is just a disaster.
I mean, at least Huntley can run an offense. We know that.
How many times are the Titans going to blow the quarterback position?
Every time. I mean, look at the New York Jets.
Malik Willis, then he comes back and burns them. I mean, now Levis, it's just all the time. They just blow it, man. And the Bears and the Jets. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. Mason's on Huntley rushing and Achane receptions. The Huntley rushing thing is interesting. Do you remember 2 years ago when Lamar got hurt, like down the stretch, and Huntley takes him to the playoffs and ends up in the Pro Bowl?
Yep.
He's pretty good that year.
Okay.
A couple years ago.
Well, to be fair, the only reason why he made the Pro Bowl was because 10 guys. He
was a Pro Bowler. If you're a Pro Bowler, you're a Pro Bowler.
I mean, is he though? Is he though?
He's a Pro Bowler. His rushing prop is 30.5.
So I still have to dig in more the next 3 hours to this game. But I'm not against the rushing prop. I just want to check some stuff out first.
30.5 is his number. That's an interesting number there, Kegger. Very interesting number. His passing prop is 168.5. So in order to get there, Hill's just going to have to, one of these guys is just going to have to break a couple big ones.
Yeah. And I mean, listen, if Tennessee could stop the run, Miami's going to have to throw the ball.
Yeah.
So I just think when you talk about the talent that is on the field for the Miami Dolphins offense, those numbers are too low, man.
All right. I hear you. Who am I to question you? What am I going to do? Like button to be wonderful.
I mean, you're right. He could throw for 80 yards and they could run, like I wrote in the game plan, they could run the ball 50 times tonight, literally.
Correct. 50.
But if they don't, those numbers, man, are low. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Like button would be great. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And again, you get 1 week free. This promotion's going away pretty soon. I don't know what we're going to replace it with yet, but I think we got like maybe another week, maybe 8 days before the free trial goes away, the 1 week free trial. So that's Nuke NFL, NUKE I still don't know what Jason's in there. He goes, should be running some tests to rule things out. Okay. All right. Very good. I hope you're all right, Jay Graham. You're a good dude. At least I think you are. So the next game, let's get into that one because it's a very sexy matchup. You got a Seahawks team that really hasn't played anybody yet, but that's who they had to play, right? They got a new head coach. Things are going well defensively for them. They are 4-point dogs at Detroit. And this number, I mean, I thought I saw like 3.5s, but that was it. It's up to 4 now. It's sitting at 4. 46.5, 47 is the number that you're going to end up sitting on with the total, unless some late steam comes in and moves this one. I wouldn't think it moves down. I would think it moves up. But Seahawks Lions, my friend, we got a little DK Metcalf in a nice spot. I don't think you can forget about JSN. And then on the other side, nobody's talking about David Montgomery. It's always about Jahmyr Gibbs. Montgomery's having a monster start to the year.
Yeah, Montgomery's so good. The problem is you never know who's going to go off because they're both so good that like we made a lot of money back in them in the alternative prop market last year, but there were a few games where we got screwed because we were on the wrong one. So, yeah, here's where I'm at in this game. I think that we'll be looking to get on Detroit around if we can get -2.5 in game or maybe a pick 'em at a coin flip. It feels like a get right spot for Detroit. It really does. And I rate the Seattle Seahawks higher than most. Now, I rate Mike McDonald highly. I think him and Flores right now, hands down, are the two best defensive coaches in football. Okay. And I understand people's criticism over the fact that they've played nobody. It's been a cupcake schedule. This is the first real test for them. But I think that they're very good. But on the other hand, I thought that the Detroit Lions should have been the second choice to win the NFC this year. And they have not looked good. They should be 3-0. They're 2-1 right now. Did they drop that Bucs game? They did. But they had 250 yards more offense in that game, and they were in the red zone 7 times, and they scored 1 touchdown. So I think that I'm hoping anyway that they finally lock in and they beat up on a Seattle team that could be shell-shocked a little bit at 3-0 when they take a step up in competition for the first time this year. So I would like to evaluate it in game first, get the flow. But yeah, it feels like a Detroit get right spot to me here.
They haven't played up the potential. So
not even close.
This is the night. This is the night that they get going. And there's so many weapons they got. Now, Laporta's battling an ankle, but Amon-Ra has gotten back involved these last 2 weeks. They've just got so much. The running backs, Montgomery scored in every game. Gibbs is just an explosive player. There's so much talent offensively on this club. And really, they revamped everything in their secondary, too, with draft picks, right?
Yeah.
See if that starts paying off soon.
Man, like, I just think that they're gonna consistently score points tonight, which they have not been able to do this year. And if they do that, Geno's been playing well, and Detroit's defense has not looked great so far. I think DK might nuke.
I hope you're right, and he's in the midst. I think this could be like his penultimate season.
I've been waiting for this game for 2 weeks.
I've been waiting for DK Metcalf to be a superstar for how many weeks, and he's only 26 still. Can you believe that? DK Metcalf's been in the league like 10 years, it feels like.
He's so good.
He's so good. He's so good. Montgomery touchdown, automatic. Good job, Mason, hitting the Mets there. That looked like another collapse, bro.
Yeah, it could be Montgomery TD automatic, right? But like if it could be Gibbs too.
Yeah, just because a guy has scored in every single game doesn't mean he's going to do it in this game. And I'm not being a smartass. This is just
Oh
factual.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
people bet all the time. Oh, he's got a touchdown in 4
Right.
straight games.
He's not
He's
McCaffrey.
obviously going to score.
He's not going to end the year with 20 touchdowns, you know?
I mean, if he does, that's going to be a historic season. Let me see touchdown scores. Let me give you some numbers here. This is just
McCaffrey
ESPN.
had like 22 in a year, I think.
Gibbs minus 130. Just ESPN. You can probably shop around for a better number elsewhere. Laporta touchdown 2-1. I am worried about the ankle though. Kenny Walker touchdown, even money. Kenny Walker's back tonight too.
I know. Yeah, I wrote in the in our game plan that, if it looks like Seattle is going run heavy more than I thought and they're having success, maybe we'll be looking towards him. But Charbonnet's been very good for them so far this year too.
Metcalf plus 175 for a touchdown. Montgomery minus 170.
Yeah, that is aggressive. Minus 170.
If you think DK is going to nuke, though, what do you think? What's a no touchdown on Montgomery then? Because that's got to be plus.
Minus 170 is probably plus 130, maybe.
Oh, I'd rather bet on the touchdown than the no touchdown for that guy. He's too good. Marty has an Achane anytime touchdown. Pollard anytime touchdown. Nobody's talking about Pollard though, and that was the first game. But Pollard's been serviceable.
I like the chain anytime touchdown look for sure.
Yeah, he's just been so inefficient, but he can get it done in the passing game, which is really what we want to see. All right, those are the two big games coming up tonight. One's a big game, the other one's garbage, but we're going to bet them both the same. You want to give a best bet?
Well, I've only made one bet so far.
Then don't give a best bet.
Okay. I would say what I would say to people is look towards the Miami wideouts because I just think these numbers are too low.
Okay. And if you want the Kush the Mush play, I'm betting the Dolphins. So there you go. Let's go.
Yeah, and they can come and hang out with us in the first half.
Yep.
And grab some live winners with us.
We'll be live for free for the start of the first game and through the first half of the second game. But again, second half of the second game, we're not giving any more free plays out. It's not happening. We're done with that. Plus, we got a London game coming up. You said at 9:00 in the morning on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that.
Why can't they just play a game in Hawaii and just do that like the old Pro Bowl? And we could, instead of starting at 9 a.m., we could start at some other time. Stupid idiot.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to some of the thoughts this weekend. Okay. I'm going to bring some stuff up. You go wherever you want to go. But the biggest story from this weekend's got to be the Rashee Rice injury, right? So no Hollywood, no Pacheco, no Rashee Rice. So what happened? Kelsey went ballistic, 89 receiving yards. Kareem Hunt, 69 yards rushing. Xavier Worthy, 54-yard touchdown. So they're going to need a lot to make up for the loss of Rice because Rice was the safety blanket early on this season. And I just wonder how much you're going to downgrade the Chiefs with them possibly not having Rice for the year and Pacheco still out maybe another 6 to 8 weeks.
It's crazy to say this, but they literally lost 75% of their offense in Pacheco and Rice because now that it's wild to say that because it's Kelsey is on that team and what he's meant to that team the last 7 years is hard to quantify. But we know he took the regular season off last year. We know that. Let's be real. He's a year older. He took the first 3 games off this year. He did absolutely nothing. He was going to be that Gronk show up in the playoffs and nuke for 3 weeks kind of guy for the next couple of years. But now with Pacheco going down and Rice going down, he has to be that guy, that all-pro guy now, and carry the team. Because, listen, when he went down, we hopped on the Worthy 50, 60, 70 right away, right? But if we're being honest, he was only targeted a few times. I mean, Mahomes rarely looked at him, and we got 54 on one play, and we did not go over until the last 5-6 minutes of that game. So I don't feel like Mahomes is going to turn Worthy into Rice and target him 10 times a game. He just doesn't seem like he's comfortable doing that, or he would have yesterday. So I think that Travis Kelce is going to be asked to be that guy, to be that all-pro guy. And whether or not they are successful this year and score points is probably going to be on the back of Kelce. And they have to hope they don't have season-ending injuries for Rice and Pacheco, because, man, I did say last year I would never doubt the team again after how they looked. 8-5 through 13 weeks, they look lost. And then they went in the playoffs and shit on everybody, except obviously they had to come back in the Super Bowl, but they got it done. But, God, how do you not – I'm not going to doubt them, but I mean, you lose your two best players on the field. Like, it's a tough ask, man. It's a tough ask. So Kelsey's got to be the guy now, or they're fucked.
Yeah. And he can't take the time off, and he can't go do his thing with Taylor. He's got to absolutely focus on football at this point. Hey, I think yeah.
Our entire YouTube chat is falling apart. DB,
yeah, they're all dying. We got
I
guys
just got back from a CT brain scan. My guy, tell me you're okay.
Please.
What's going on?
Anybody's pet's head's falling off? I mean, Jesus, this is ridiculous.
I don't like this.
Your back is falling off.
Yeah.
My brain's melting. Apparently, DB Gnarly's brain is melting too.
My brain is melting.
Yeah. It's melted. It's mush.
Yeah, you're shot.
Like button is good. Do that. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Nuke the House. Turn on notifications. Okay. Free week. Nuke NFL is the code. Go to nukethehouse.com. That's it. Fucking Jeff Passan, dude. That hair. He's got to stop with that hair. All right. Anyways, I just got distracted. Let me talk about the Eagles. And I'm going to preface this by saying Doug Peterson. What are you talking about? He's going to be the first guy fired, right?
I mean, you would think, right?
Former Eagles coach. When do we start putting Sirianni on the hot seat? The Eagles and Sirianni have lost 12 of 15 games going back to last season. Jalen Hurts has 27 turnovers dating back to the start of last year. 7 have come this year. It's second in the NFL, only behind Will Levis. Nick Sirianni deserves to be on the hot seat, man. That team is playing like garbage. Hurts has not improved. As a matter of fact, since Sirianni came on, he's gone the wrong direction. They're in trouble. The way Washington's playing, the Eagles are in a little trouble.
I don't disagree. Sirianni's a clown. He's a cringy guy. And you're right, 12 of 15 now, dating back to last year. Mm-hmm. I mean, how many more games in a row are they gonna lose until he loses the locker room? Do you think he has the locker room right now?
I have no idea. I'm not in the locker room, but I know there's some problems. There's got to be problems, because you don't lose that many games without guys getting pissed off at the head coach.
I would have, if I'm Howie, I would have fired him after that Saquon Barkley call at the end of that Atlanta game. That would have been the final straw for me. I don't know if he's the type of owner, though, that's not afraid to fire somebody mid-season. He might just wait till the end of the year and then do it. But what are the odds, updated odds on Peterson now? He was plus 150 going into yesterday.
I got to look it up. That's it.
But yeah, he should be the first guy to be fired. I think Pierce might be another candidate there. and Sirianni maybe too. Who knows?
Yeah, I can't find an updated one from today. They might have to wait until tomorrow when they drop it, but like Peterson basically blamed his players in the post-game press conference. He said, "Yeah, you can blame me, but they got to execute it." Like coaches, when they start blaming players, they're done. He's walking the plank. He's Long
Saquon
John Silver, and he's going to go down today.
Saquon said last night that he thinks Kellen Moore should be calling all the plays.
He should be, because Sirianni's an idiot. Now Saquon's talking about how Kellen Moore should be calling all the plays. That's not good. It's not good when everybody thinks the Eagles are a contender and they've lost 12 to 15 under Sirianni.
That's not good. Yeah, you're right.
Speaking of bad coaching, Joe Brady, offensive coordinator, Buffalo Bills, one of the dumbest play calls. I mean, this rivals the Sirianni call from a couple of weeks ago. Was that Monday Night Football, I believe?
Last night?
That was just so dumb. That was so dumb. You've got Curtis Samuel in the shotgun. He's throwing out to Josh Allen in the flat. Allen gets knocked down, basically got a concussion. I don't know if he got a concussion officially or not, but they put him back in the game. They turned the ball over. They had all the momentum, Keg. They did that stupid play, and that cost them the game.
Oh, that was the point that they were down 21-10. Yeah, with the ball.
They're
yeah,
right
I guess that's true. That was pretty bad.
That was one of the worst calls, if not the worst call I've seen this season. 41 straight regular season games, the Bills had scored more than 10 points.
That's not worse than the Saquon call to win the game, though. No way. No way. You're out of your mind.
Well, the difference is that Allen almost died. Jalen Hurts didn't almost die.
Yeah,
Allen had a 325-pound man land on his head. But yeah, it's more egregious from Sirianni, but that's very close.
That was bad. Yeah, it was
bad. I know
because
it didn't happen at the end of the game, but that was it. That was the end of the game, Keg.
If they go in there and make it 21-17, there's still a quarter and a half to play at that point.
Correct.
So yeah, it was bad. It wasn't good. It totally ended the game. The game was over from that play on for sure.
All right, couple other things I want to discuss. Your boy Jaden Daniels. How good is this guy? So the Commanders defense took care of business. They sacked Kyler Murray 4 times. Daniels 82.1% completion percentage over his first 4 games of his career. 82%.
Dude.
Not only is that an NFL record for a QB's first 4 starts, it's the highest completion percentage by a quarterback in any 4-game span.
Let me tell you, I'm on record the night of the draft saying without question, and you can go back and watch the video.
I'm not
without question, Jaden Daniels will be the best rookie in the class. Without question, right? 25-1, I think he was, to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. What do? I bet fucking Caleb Williams.
Yeah, of course.
Like, of all the bets I wish I can get back over the last 2 months, that's the one I wish I can get back the most, because that's going to cost me $25K.
Wow.
So like, the kid's punted 1 time in 3.2 games. That is fucking absurd. People don't even realize, get out of my YouTube chat. People don't even realize that people don't even, I mean, the kid is a rookie. Like, I don't even think that Brady had a game. Did he have 4 games where he punted 1 time? I don't even know if he did.
Tom Brady?
Yeah.
No. There's no way that happened, but don't start talking to me about Tom Brady.
What Daniels is doing is, and especially when you consider how bad that defense is, they're the worst defense in football, 100%. So it's incredible what Daniels is doing right now, and they're 4-0, and they're fucking rolling, and God bless them.
Yeah, Wednesday I'm going to have to get the updated coach firing things here, but I'll say this. Dan Quinn found himself a peach. Dude, the Commanders have more scoring drive drives at 23. Then Daniels has incompletions 19.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
It's honestly amazing.
Now, yeah, they played Cincinnati, the Giants, and Arizona, and it's going to get tougher, but I don't give a damn. It's NFL competition. This guy is special. All right, you want to sign up for a free week? Go and do that tonight. It's the only way you'll be able to catch our best bets in our live in-game betting show for the second half of the good game with the Seahawks at Detroit. So go to nukethehouse.com. Sign up for any plan. We won't charge you, and use the code NUKENFL, NUKENFL. A couple other things I want to talk about, and then I want to get your thoughts if you got anything. Vikings, Packers. So Love was obviously hurt, could not plant his left foot. Tough to watch. Still put up numbers, but it was not the same Jordan Love. But Sam Darnold leads the NFL in passing touchdowns with 11. Yards per attempt at 8.8 and passer rating at 118.9. Discuss amongst yourselves. I know Johnny's got to be in here right now just spanking it to Sam Darnold. It must hurt you even worse because he was a Jet, right?
It does. It hurts so bad.
Yeah.
But listen, they have a defense that's playing, for the most part, phenomenal. I mean, they were up 30-0 in that game, and then the Packers came back and hung like 30 unanswered, pretty close to it. So, or they were up like 28-0 maybe, and then it was a 31-29 final. I don't know. I guess we have to start taking them for real. I guess I wanted to know what the 1 seed is for the Vikings in the NFC, just for shits and giggles. I have to look into that. But we'll know the next time these two teams play, and Love has a bunch of games under his belt. We'll know where these two teams are between each other. But right now, it looks like the Minnesota Vikings are going to the playoffs. I don't think there is a team in the NFC that has played better through 4 weeks. Not even close.
Mm-mm.
And you have to take them for real.
All right. Joe Flacco versus Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson can't stay on the field. And I know that it's just, a little over a year now, but he's played in 8 games, and he's finished like 4 of them. And now Flacco comes in, and I think the Colts front office has a really tough decision to make. Do you try and win football games now, or do you stick with Richardson, hope he can develop, and hope that you win games with Richardson? And honestly, I don't think there's a right answer. No matter which one you come up with, you're going to piss people off. I bet you the fans want Flacco, but if you're in the front office and you drafted Richardson as high as you did, and then you bench him for Joe Flacco, you're screwed. I mean,
you can't draft a quarterback in the first round and then let him play 7 games.
Correct.
And then say you're done with him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, will they win more games with Joe Flacco? Of course they will. It's Joe Flacco. I mean, look, the guy threw for 1 billion yards last year off the fucking couch. So, yeah, but they have no choice. When Richardson is healthy, they have to go to him. I mean, that's just what it is. I guess you can make an argument. Let's say Flacco plays 5 weeks and they're 7-2 after week 9. Then you have a decision to make. Do you take a shot to make the playoffs and just go back to Richardson at the start of next year? Or do you just give the kid a shot? Either way, you can't give up on him after 7 games, or your GM should be fired because you drafted him for no reason at all. So they have to go back to him.
All right, I got a trivia question for you. I found this is really cool. And anybody in the chat wants to answer this, by all means, throw it in the chat. DJ Moore has caught a TD pass from 3 different number 1 overall picks in the NFL. Name the 3 quarterbacks that DJ Moore has caught a touchdown from.
Caleb Williams, Justin Fields.
Nope.
No?
Justin Fields was number 1 overall?
I don't know. but I mean, he went.
He was
He
pick
went.
11. He was pick 11. So no, not Fields.
So how long? DJ Moore was on what other team? Just the Bears?
No.
Oh, okay. He was in Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Sam Darnold.
Nope.
No.
Mm-mm.
Bryce Young.
Mm-mm.
Not Bryce Young?
No, he was gone. They traded him. Remember, they traded him and they got Bryce Young for DJ Moore. I'm gonna give you.
This is a great trivia question.
So Caleb is 1.
Yeah.
Rob got the next one. Baker Mayfield. Baker who? Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
You might say to yourself, when the hell did that guy play with DJ Moore? When did he play with DJ Moore is my question, because I don't even remember. Carolina in 2022. He started a few games that year.
Okay.
The last guy dressed really silly.
Oh, Cam Newton.
There you go. Caleb Baker and Cam Newton. DJ Moore.
Okay.
TD passes from
That's a great one, dude.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
That's a good one.
We should do a trivia all the time, but I'm very scatterbrained, so I don't know if I can remember it, my friend. We'll try though. Nico Collins, first player in Texans history, 450 plus receiving yards in the first 4 games. Nico is just like, every year we talk about a different receiver that's the best. I still think it's Justin Jefferson. CD's in there, but Nico's now climbed to me top 3 or 4. He's right there.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah,
I mean, there are so many good guys. Like top 5 is JJ Metcalf, AJ Brown. You can make an argument now for Nico. I guess Jamar Chase is too. He's right there. I mean, there are just so many guys that are incredible.
Yeah, it's just it's a remarkably athletic position. We got just remarkable athletes. Last guy I want to talk about here, and this is just for fantasy football, okay, and DFS. And next week we'll look at him. But if Devontae Adams is traded or doesn't come back anytime soon, we got to start talking about Trey Tucker. This guy, 3rd round pick last year out of Cincinnati. He had another game. So 2 weeks ago against Carolina, I know it's Carolina, 7 catches, 9 targets, 96 yards, a touchdown. This week he backed it up with 5 more catches and 41 yards. I mean, put him on your radar.
I totally agree with what you're saying. Like, if Devontae's not going to play, if he's like, fuck this team, somebody's getting the share of the targets. You know what I mean? I mean, they're going to spread the ball around to somebody, and we'll probably be able to take advantage of the number for a week or 2 more, I would guess. I don't think the market will catch up to those guys quicker than we will. So I don't hate that call at all.
I don't think Devontae's rushing to get back either. I think he's just Dunsky. They got. But let me just say this: that win against Cleveland shows you so much about Deshaun Watson. The guy it's 1st down. They're deep in the Raiders' territory. They got a penalty. He fumbles a snap. He can't hold on to the ball. He loses a shit ton of yards. Enough with the Watson. They got to get rid of this guy. They got to sit him.
I agree. Jameis Winston should already be playing.
Yeah.
But
100%.
They gave him $235 million.
And he makes dumb decisions. Like Jameis Winston on the field, some of the dumbest decisions you'll ever see, still better than Deshaun Watson.
100%. Now, what's unfortunate is if KC wasn't in the same division as the Raiders, they would literally call them and just write a blank check.
I know.
Like, I mean, imagine him and KC.
Yeah, it would be awesome.
It would be dumb.
It would be absolutely awesome. But who else could be on the trading block then at wide receiver? Because I mean, they're not going to want Treylon Burks. I suppose Amari Cooper. They just redid his contract yesterday so that all of his guaranteed money went into a signing bonus, so it's easier to trade him. I think that's kind of big. Like, you'd take him, right?
Yeah, I would take literally anybody
Yeah, they need him.
yeah, that we know is a very solid player in the league, any of them. They
Yeah.
need one guy, like they need blood.
Like they need blood.
Like they need literal blood in their veins.
So the Cortland Sutton is one guy, but I don't think they'll trade him to the Chiefs. Plus, they're 2-2. They probably think they have a chance to do something. Treylon Burks, garbage. Tutu Atwell, no. No, there's just not a lot out there. It's Devontae Adams and maybe Amari Cooper, and that's going to do it. And that's going to do it for this show, too. Before that we go, though, Ethan Hershey. Keg, judging by his preseason Browns gameplay, Huntley loves throwing to the tight end and the running back a lot. What do you think about Jonnu 25 plus?
My guy, Ethan, are you a subscriber? I literally wrote that in the game plan. Like, the numbers on Jonnu 25 plus or 40 plus it's just wild. And like, I agree. I think a chain is going to be a big one. 25.5 receiving yards is not enough. If people want a free play, here's a play. I'm going to be on a chain over 25.5 receiving. So bet that. Yeah, I agree with you totally. But I do want to dig into Huntley's rushing stats on Player Profiler, what he's done historically. I want to dive into that a little bit, and then we'll see what we could see.
Yeah, and again, Ethan, if you're not a subscriber, you got a chance to do it now for a free week. It's on us. NukeTheHouse.com. Sign up for any subscription. We won't charge you. You got to re-up. Just use the code Nuke NFL, Nuke NFL. We're on tonight, Keg, tonight at what time? 7:30?
Yeah, it'll probably be Meyer and me and Maddie if they're around for an hour. Meyer will probably hang around with you and I, and you'll be on like at 8:30. It's going to be rough. The first hour is it's going to be rough. This game's going to suck. But thank God,
man. We can always find angles.
Oh yeah, we could definitely.
Yeah.
I thought I was not going to bet that game at all.
I know.
And then I saw the numbers and I was like, what?
I feel like you're just going to start firing bets off for tonight's game. So I'm not worried about it. Like I'm actually looking forward a little bit.
I had to stop myself from making a bunch of bets. I'm going to try to wait until the in-game market.
Please do.
But I will be on a chain 25.5. Sure.
Let's see if we can find a better line than that. No, it's 25.5 just about everywhere. So 25.5 for 26.5. I've never heard of 888 Sport, but they got a 24.5.
I mean, if Circa was
365 has 24.5.
Oh,
I
really?
Can't use it. I can't use it, but I figured I'd throw it out there at you.
That number went down. It was 25.5. I checked an hour ago.
Well, I mean, listen, unabated might not have updated it, but that's where it is at this instance. So, and Achan's prop, I want to look where it was on FanDuel. So it shot up 23, 24.5, 26.5, back down to 25.5. I wonder, do you think that we could have some reverse steam and it comes back down?
I mean, Seattle is 3-0. People might just hit the button on a 3-0 team. Maybe.
Well, I'm talking about Achan.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Lions game.
No.
The side.
I'm talking about Achan.
Do I think his yards go down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 days ago, it was 21.5 minus 20 on Sugar House, Bet Rivers. Then it was 25.5, 26.5, and settling down to 25.5.
It is 24.5 now on Bet365.
Told you.
Wow.
You're welcome. I am useful for something. It's amazing. I feel so good about myself now. Thanks for the reaffirmation. All right, we're going to get out of here.
23.5 was I saw, but it was at Circa, and I can't bet Circa. So
yeah. So get in on the Achan is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm going to bet that. Yeah.
Unless we can bet it live and get a better number, but I don't know how much better we're going to get. I just don't know. So let's get out of here. 7:30 tonight. Turbo Duran is calling a shot here. Titans by 11. All right.
Tighten up.
Johnny and Adam were were spooning when they got 23.5.
There you go. What? Listen. If there's one day that I'm waking up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it's after the weekend. So
yeah, I don't blame you.
Congratulations.
All right, we're out of here. 7:30 tonight. It's going to be free for most of the first game, halftime of the second game. Members only. Sign up. Nuke NFL is the code.